see anything out here. It's bright lights. First, the last year was the first year that Bernie and I and Dave came out to the Consumer Watchdog Awards. And I was incredibly impressed with all the people that are involved in this organization. And tonight, I am just doubly impressed. So we will be supporters of this fantastic organization and all the work you do for many years to come. I'm honored to be here tonight to induct RoseAnn DeMoro into the Consumer Advocate Hall of Fame. RoseAnn embodies the mission of the Sanders Institute that Jamie just spoke about. We believe a vital democracy requires civil discourse and bold progressive ideas. RoseAnn has spent her life advancing bold ideas, progressive ideas, advancing them the ideas that are necessary and possible to create this is really weird. Nobody else noticed how bright this is. I can't see anybody. Advancing ideas that are necessary to create a better future for everyone, not just the few. Knowing RoseAnn, she's not much interested in personal accolades. The tribute she'd want more than anything else would be a call to arms. Now, we've heard that all night, and I'm sure my husband will give her that in his speech. By the way, I'd like to say to Frank's wife, I completely understand and empathize with the canceled, or the postponed vacations. But I'd like to talk a little bit more about the work that so many of you in this audience are doing at this pivotal time in our nation's history. One of the things that the Institute focuses on is shifting the framework of the debate in a more progressive direction. I can tell you that it's often a heavy lift given the political realities in DC and mainstream media and the centrist, shall I say, ingrained centrist tendencies of the political pundits and the talking heads. They only consider ideas from here to here as valid. We want to move the direction here, and so help us with that. So I want to tell you that it's refreshing to be here in California, where there is a progressive debate and discussion on issues such as single payer, rent control, online privacy, keeping oil in the ground. It's a great state. So, I mean, Vermont is a great state too, just to be clear. But you at Consumer Watchdog are engaged in that entire series of battles, side by side with the California Nurses Association and other progressive allies, including some of our fellows. Bill McKibben and Michael Leidy might be two names that you'd recognize. Michael is here tonight. You in this state have actually shifted the framework of the debate here. Real issues with serious implications for your residents are openly discussed and are moving in a progressive direction where the people make the decisions, not the special interests. Direct democracy, and that's what tonight is all about. Now back to RoseAnn, whether she likes it or not. Everyone who knows RoseAnn knows she's a force of nature. Who hasn't been charmed by her beautiful smile and sparkling eyes? But who hasn't learned that they belie a steel will behind them? She works incredibly hard on everything she does. She's very passionate. I've worked with RoseAnn on a number of issues, and we have become good friends, colleagues in the fight for justice. As I'm sure you know, she has a keen intellect, an intelligence that is combined with a bit of impatience. I mean, how many of us have been at a meeting with her when she's working on business, and somebody might want to chit-chat or talk about something else. Yeah, that's good, but we have to get this done right now. So, but she's incredibly dedicated to the people of this nation. I don't want to give you the impression that she's all work and no play. She's a lot of fun to be with when the day is done. In fact, Bernie worries sometimes when we're together. But it's her focus that brings us all here tonight. RoseAnn is a strategic thinker. She has an analytical mind that maps out how we get from where we are now to where we want to be. And always has, she's always mindful of developing both a short-term and a long-term strategy. Committed to many of the issues facing California today, she has spent her life consistently voting for the public, not voting, but voting too, but fighting for the public good. RoseAnn's leadership in NNU, the National Nurses United, and the California Nurses Union have made the nurses some of the most powerful voices in America. RoseAnn DeMoro, yes, let's hear it for the nurses. RoseAnn DeMoro and the unions she built have led the fight nationally for Medicare for All. And that is not hyperbole. It is a recognized fact, and we will all know when it happens who to thank. Right now, let's take a moment and hear from some people who want to thank RoseAnn and recognize her for her many achievements. There's a video, I think.